twice, same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open in half just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? Hello. Hey, Georgie, Sheba. Hey, Steven. It's good to see you. Hey, Valti. Hello. Whew. Hope you guys have had a great Wednesday. I wasn't, to be honest, I couldn't decide on what to talk about this evening. And I thought about doing the Tupac FBI file this evening, but I wanted to be better prepared for that one, just because of everything that's been going on with the new Diddy stuff that's come up. So um, I wanted to take a little bit more care with that one. And I mean, I even thought about, hey, Cooch, good to see you. And I'd even thought about going over the Sean Combs lawsuit that Jones filed on him, but it's so widely covered that I was like, oh, it's so saturated already. And there are people that are covering it. I know that Heidi's covering it, and I'm certain that people from the legal community are covering that as well. So I know that there's good coverage of it out there as well. So, but anybody that is not following, there are some things that um, to take note of. And I was talking with Vault just a little while ago, and it's like, people don't sleep on the footnotes. Like the footnotes will give you hints on what's being redacted. And I mean, I can show you a quick example of what I'm talking about. If you have the documents yourself, I mean, I can even provide you with a copy. This is a federal case, so those will be on Pacer, although it's such a publicized case that I'm sure that they're easily accessible elsewhere. Otherwise, if you don't have a Pacer account, or if you do have a Pacer account, they're going to cost money through Pacer. But I do have a copy of this if you would like it. Otherwise, if you would like me to show you what I'm talking about with regards to the footnote, I'm happy to do that real quick. Hey, Cree, good to see you. Uh, Georgie, I saw you just text me. Do I need to set up Georgie and friends? Hey, Christoph, good to see you. I can show you that real quick as well. So, whichever. I know that a lot of people like bypass the the footnotes, or they don't really understand how they connect to the body of the documents. But if you pay close attention to it, like, as in this lawsuit in particular, it's a dead giveaway on who it is they're redacting. So, actually, here, let me just show you. It's easier to explain. Oop, one second, my cord's I still have my tea, so okay, let me pull this up. Now this what I'm showing you, this lawsuit almost makes me uncomfortable. It really does. Like, it's just there's don't get me wrong, this guy has receipts in here for days, but the allegations in it and the exhibits that he has in it are just it's uncomfortable. It's just and the I don't know. It's just it's uncomfortable to read. Let me just say that. Like it's I guess you could call it tea, but at the same time, when you think about it, a lot of these girls were minors and it's just it's disturbing. It's disturbing, it's uncomfortable. Um I feel sad for them. I'm sure they've been scared. I'm sure they've been I mean, it's probably exciting for them at first to know that they're going to hang out with these, big rap moguls and rap stars and just as probably even adults do. But the hey Christoph, no, I'm talking about the Diddy lawsuit, but then I was also talking about I'm covering the Tupac on Friday, the FBI case. But I'm not going over the Tupac or the Diddy and Jones lawsuit. I'm just was pointing out footnotes in it. Um, it's and talking about, hey William, to talk about minors like this, it's an uncomfortable topic. It's an uncomfortable position for these girls to be in. If their identities are known, um, that's going to be uncomfortable for them should this go to trial. And if it's a criminal case, it certainly could come into play if the homosexuality and all of this stuff. I mean, imagine it being outed on the internet via a lawsuit, and if that was something that you've kind of held close to the vest and you hear about it on the internet that you're being outed like this would not be a comfortable feeling. And while these people do shitty things, it's I do feel bad for them in that sense, but they've done bad things to other people. Hey, Nurse Jen. No worries. I understand that completely. So I don't know. I think anybody would be embarrassed, but at the same time, they're the ones that took part in these activities, um, whatever they may be. And with any complaints, anybody could put something in a complaint. And they have the burden of proof to prove that these things happened. It's not up to P. Diddy or anybody else to prove um, that they didn't happen. I mean, the lawsuit was filed against them. So let me show you what I mean by the footnotes. So let's see where it says, right? I'll highlight it. You see at the end of here, let me zoom in. You see how it will have the 5 and the 6, right? So it'll tell you that it's redacted. So Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper Redacted, R&B singer Redacted, and Stevie J. But, and then you got the great exhibit at the bottom, you'll have your footnote here. Oop, too much. At the footnote, it basically gives it away. It says he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. He performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. This writer is in possession of the video and will provide a copy of court. But we're looking at 5 and 6. Well, who would that rapper be? That would be Meek Mill. So even though they put redacted at the top, if you pay attention to the footnotes, it tells you who it is. If you know the rap industry. So if you pay attention throughout this complaint, just pay attention to the footnotes and you'll get hints. And there's footnotes throughout this document. So that's what I mean about paying attention to footnotes. So hopefully that helps you while you're checking this out. Um, 6 Usher. Um, I think I don't know if Usher had a residency, but Usher was my first thought on that. I know that 5 is a Meek Mill, and obviously Usher performed at the Super Bowl. A lot happens with stars. Seems a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I think that this is going to be bigger than the Einstein case. I really do. I can feel it in my gut. And I think this goes back prior to Tupac's death. And I believe, in my opinion, I feel that P. Diddy had something to do with it. I don't know that for certain. It's just a feeling. Don't take my word for it. But so, Georgie, I'm going to send you something really quick. 1 second, guys. It'll take me 2 seconds. Oops. Sorry. I'm curious what else is going to come into play with this. Who else is going to be name dropped? I'm really curious to see what is going to come out with the response on what they collected from his house, because the government will have to respond, and they have to create basically an inventory of what they collected at his home from that search warrant. And we've gone over the search warrants before on past lives, like the Amish case. We looked over a search warrant on that. So you can get an idea of the kind of stuff that they return with those. But everything has to be noted. And that's with anytime you get something or you turn something over to the police department, you always make sure they get a receipt from you, because they should be providing you with a receipt for anything they take. Just an FYI. It's over for P. Diddy. Yeah. If they're if they're going in like that, I mean the feds have such a strong percentage of cases that they win that they're not going to go guns blazing like that unless they know that they have a solid case. And before they even went in, they probably already had enough evidence to even try the case, you know? I bet the inventory list is insane. I haven't even watched the full video or streams of when they like, wait, I don't even know. Do they even have a video out of his Miami home when they did it? I've only seen the LA house. I haven't seen the Miami one or New York. Seems like a lot of the focus has been LA. So I don't know. Did he involved with Tupac stuff? I don't know. I have my suspicions. I'm curious about that. I don't know for certain, but I do have my suspicions. Diddy will definitely be tied to Tupac. I have a feeling. Yeah, I really do. Oh, what do we got here? Hold on, let me move someone over real quick. Do, 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 do. Who's here? Who is that? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. There you are. Hello. Looking at you. Yeah, I know, isn't it? I think so too. I think so.
And that he had to have a break for some reason. I don't know if it was because he was sick or not. Georgie's muted. I'm muted. I don't know. Georgie's muted thoughts. I'm muted. I'm muted. Well, I guess this isn't gonna work, huh? Reagan? I don't know what I did.
Oh shit, I was muted there. I'm changing some settings real quick.
How come on big screen?
Because you're special.
I don't want to be big screened.
Can you hear? Am I echoing?
No. Am I?
No, you sound fine. I just want to make sure.
I was muted at first and then sound came on later. That's what Shiva said.
There's no
I think
echo?
I don't hear any echo. Does anybody hear any echo with Rakin?
It sounds okay now? Sound for both? Sound? It sounds okay. That works okay? Does that work? You hear me? Okay. Okay. As long as that works. Okay. Oh, now sorry. Now we're back. I hear you.
Where in this case are you starting? Are you starting with where does this begin? This documents that you have. You're going with this Jones that
Well, the Georgie case has been so widely covered that I just everybody else is covering it that I don't really think there's a need for me to cover it.
Georgia case. I don't even know.
I mean, not Georgie case, the Jones case.
Oh, with him and his part with Diddy.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you hear the latest though with him and well not him, but with the plane with Diddy's plane and all that and they were in Miami and it had Diddy's children on there with his drug mule allegedly.
Yeah, I did hear that. And I
Yeah.
think that people also get confused because he's got a matte black plane
Yes.
and a lot of people are seeing a white plane.
Yeah, it's something what was it? The trackers were turned off. How he got the trackers to be turned off because there's certain I think it's on Twitter or maybe it's on, I don't think it's IG. I'm thinking it's Twitter. There's uh, uh they track all
Mhm.
planes, like, of stars and that, and somehow it said that he got his tracker. I was reading the article that you put out yesterday on your community tab of that one guy on Twitter. Is you
Mhm.
had me go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. I know, he has a lot of stuff.
I know, you had me go down a rabbit hole on that
He's
one.
not the only one, there's another one too.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on your, channel right now. I'm gonna pull it so that to show your thing. So you keep talking. You keep talking.
I'll have to send you the other one too,
Okay. You keep talking.
'cause there's so much. Um and when you look up in the search bar on Twitter, if
Yeah,
you look up Diddy, there's so much. But
there
yeah.
is a lot.
Mhm.
If you guys get a chance, I don't know if I can add this in as a link, but if you guys get a chance, go to this link later and it'll take you to the community tab, and Rakin has it where it shows this guy that is following and has all this information that's been going on. And like I said, I went down a rabbit hole because you sent me there. I read your community page and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think he's like a well, I don't wanna say he's an independent journalist, but maybe he kind of is. Um,
Yeah.
but he has like another page of some sort in his bio.
Oh, okay. So in his bio, there's another link. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys later after the show go and check her community page, and you'll have to follow that. He goes into great detail and different things.
Mhm.
Different he's yeah, different theories, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go and I'm just sitting here.
Oh, no, you're good. I appreciate the company. I, I'm really curious how long it takes before there's an arrest. And and Vault said that, she thinks that Jay-Z will be next.
You know, I saw that on that guy's page. I was
Mhm.
shocked. Um, wouldn't that be like that would be so wild. I mean, they're both billionaires,
Yeah.
and they have huge outreach. And like I was the ones that were popping to my mind, I mean, he had information on like, I know, rabbit hole for days. And it's
Yeah.
like he had like Usher. I guess Usher was like 13 years old or something like that when P. Diddy started.
Well, where'd she go? She fell off. Oh, there she is.
Saw a lot. And he even made a Usher even did a interview with Howard Stern and said that he had seen so much, but he wouldn't go into detail of what he saw. But
Mhm.
Howard said, "Well, you have children of your own now. Would you let your children go with him?" And he said, "Oh, no way. No way would he let one of his kids do what he did. No way." So
And Justin
right there.
Bieber.
Yeah, Justin Bieber too.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be pulled out. And Jay-Z was a shock. I didn't do you think they're gonna do Dr. Dre? Do you think that
Ooh,
he
I
has
haven't
any connection? Because those they were saying those are the 3, top,
well, and
um
Russell Simmons was served yesterday.
oh, he was? Wow.
yesterday or this morning. Yeah. Well, and in the lawsuit, it says in the heading,
Mhm.
when it says Jane and John Doe's, like like 1 to 100 or 10 or whatever, whenever you see that, that
Yeah.
is so if they find more people, they can add them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's basically just a filler. So, say they learn during the lawsuit that Georgie Cat was part of this. That
Yeah.
leaves space to add Georgie Cat to the lawsuit.
Ah,
They're
okay, I
basically
see.
just unidentified defendants.
Mhm. Oh, there's gonna be so many people pulled in. And I don't know if I'm not trying to promote another channel, but, sipping Key last night. Okay, so, Busy Blue, I guess
I don't mind them. I like
He went
them.
to yeah, he went to Howard University, I guess, and
Hmm.
I guess P. Diddy donates a lot of money to that college, and every year, I guess he throws a big party and he sends a bus and he only picks up the freshman girls. He goes to the girls'
What?
sorority houses, and that Busy Blue said that this is well known that he goes and sends buses to these freshman girls, and it's only for the freshmen, and they're young. So I was
God.
like, you know, you figure when you go into college, you're 17, 18, 19, depending on,
Right.
and he likes them young. That's from what you're gathering. And I was listening to Busy Blue last night. I was like, oh my gosh. And he says it's well known in Howard
It's so
University that
disturbing.
that's what he does. So they might pull that in. There might be, this is, like you said, this is going to be bigger than
Yeah.
Epstein. This is going to be big.
I think it is.
Hmm.
I really do.
I mean, what's his connection with R. Kelly? Did he have a connection with R. Kelly?
Oh, I bet you he did.
I do too. I
I
do
bet he
too.
did.
I do too.
You know, I'm a huge Tupac fan. Like I love
Mhm.
Tupac, right? And I mean, I used to get ready for school and when MTV used to play music videos, I would listen to MTV on the MTV on the TV,
Mhm.
and I would have a blank VHS tape in the DVD, or not DVD, the VHS
VHS.
recorder.
Mhm.
And when I heard like which songs, "To Live and Die in L.A." Um, what other songs were there? There was one other one. I can't think at the moment. But if I ever heard them, I would go try to hit record and record the song just so I could have it playback later, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in reviewing this FBI file, I was so sad to learn that in 1993 he was charged with um the actual charge was um hold on, let me actually look at it. I have it right here. It was, hold on, I want to actually give the right charge. He was charged in,
Yes, Sheba. I think that's what Busy Blue said, that Diddy went to Howard University for a time. I think he did. An
He's charged
ambulance.
with rape by force.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he has a robbery, rape by force, assault with a deadly weapon, one that's a non-criminal felony assault, and another robbery.
No, this
But
was Tupac?
yeah, it's in his FBI file.
Yeah.
But the rape by force like broke my heart. I was like, oh no. So
You know what? I'm not trying to say that no one was hurt in this. I mean, well, obviously people were hurt, but then you also have to remember there are girls that are looking just for money or fame. So they would say that about somebody. But, they might have agreed at the time and then turned around and said, well, he took advantage of me. And I'm
mhm,
not giving him the benefit of, you know, I'm just saying that anything's possible.
yeah.
Because did that ever go to trial between him and the girl? Or was that
I have
before?
no
Or was that,
idea. I didn't even know that it even happened
wow, I didn't
until I
either.
was looking the file over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it didn't have the actual report in it, but they ran basically a check on his um, charges on previous charges,
Yeah.
and it was in there. So that was sad.
See, I just don't see Snoop Dogg getting involved with that. I don't see Eminem. I don't know about 50 Cent, but I don't think
Oh,
uh,
50 Cent's been calling his ass out.
good. Okay. I don't think that he had anything to do with Diddy
Yeah, he's been
and
calling
that.
him out.
Well, if 50 Cent is
I
calling
guess
him out,
50
that
Cent has a
probably means
documentary
that
coming out.
Dr. Dre didn't have nothing to do with that either then. Because aren't they close, all of them? Am I
Um,
the only one here?
50 Cent?
Tupac respected women, I
Are,
thought, Vault says.
are you talking about
Yeah,
50
that's how
Cent?
I always took it, that he was really respectful.
You're
I
talking about
wonder what
50
it would have
Cent,
been
right?
like if he would have lived and would have gotten with, what's Will Smith's? Jada Smith. We have to look at these things critically. Yeah. Ambulance Girl's a Tupac fan.
It's good to see you, ambulance
She
girl.
loves Tupac. Yeah,
Tupac
the homemade
respected women.
mixtapes. I don't know where you are, Rakin, but we don't hear you.
You don't hear
The
me?
homemade uh, mixtapes. Mine,
You didn't hear
mine
me?
weren't feed. Now I hear you.
What the hell? Really?
I don't know. Did anybody else hear Rakin? What were you saying? Maybe I didn't hear
How the
you.
hell did you not hear me?
Mm,
That was weird. I don't see Eminem.
yeah, I don't either, Vault. Okay, Sheba says she hears us both. Maybe it was just me.
Well, maybe that's because I muted for a split second just to make sure that I turned the volume up on my phone just to make sure it was working okay.
Okay.
That's probably what it was. That's my
LimeWire.
guess.
Yes, Steven, I remember LimeWire, where you could go in and you could pirate their music. That's probably, I don't even know if you guys were even old enough to go to LimeWire.
Wasn't that? I do. Wasn't there one after that?
Of LimeWire?
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember LimeWire though. That was back like in 19 I want to say 99, 98, 99. You could get on the internet and go to LimeWire. You had to really watch out because you'd get all these viruses, but you could upload so much music for free.
I feel like I remember. Couldn't you do movies too?
I don't know about the movies, but I know that a lot of the artists, recording artists, were suing. They were suing people. They were able to trace IPs, and they were suing people that had gotten on
Oh,
LimeWire.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's funny.
that was a long time ago, Steven. But that was you were at work and probably missed that. She was always at work and missing stuff.
That's funny. Let's see. I wonder how old I was then.
In 99?
Oh, I was
What, 3?
99. I was in high school.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't know about that then.
LimeWire?
Because
I
that
think I
was
did.
okay.
But I
Did you
had
ever hit
I had my
okay.
first kid by then, so
Oh, wow, okay.
yeah, I was probably too busy
You were
trying to
busy.
figure out what the hell I was doing with my life.
Steven says he was 14. But
Bear
Steven,
share. Huh, never heard of that.
yeah, I remember something called Bear Share, but I never tried it. Yeah, I remember that ambulance girl. And trust me, when I say you type that in wrong, it's gonna take you where you don't want to go, where you want to be
Oh
at.
boy. Georgie's going to be Googling that.
No, Bear Share, I think I could figure that out, what that means. Older men, hairy men that are, you know. Okay, anyways. Anyways, so you have these documents, the
Mhm.
court cases, and they're really it looks
I'll
like
send
there's
them
a
to you if
lot of
you want.
pages. Well, it looks like there's a lot of pages. I mean,
Which on
the
the
one you were
civil
the
lawsuit?
one you had the one you had up a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's a civil lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is going to be that's 73 pages.
So you don't think this is going to none of this is going to be a while before this case probably gets even started if they're having to go through all this. Do you
It'll
think? What
it'll
is
be
your
interesting to see what comes out on this. And
do you think it'll
with federal cases, the federal government is very specific on how pleadings can be. It has to be a certain spacing, so many pages. Um, you know, when it has to be turned in, like they are very specific
yeah,
on it. Where in district courts and
they're more
circuit
laid back.
courts, it's a lot more lenient where you see extra long motions and things like that, where federal courts is very, they don't allow
And
that kind of stuff.
yeah. Well, do you believe now with this being the federal being involved, now I know that they're going with sex trafficking, but
This is
I
actually a
don't
RICO case.
what is it against?
It's a RICO case.
RICO. What's that mean?
Yeah, I have a statute here. I can just tell you specifically on this. I have the case statute.
Okay.
I'll pull it up. Let me look at it.
Because what I was getting at is I think there's something there's a there's something deeper than just sex trafficking that they've gone into this. He's got something more in depth
Yeah,
that he's doing.
like the main cause of action, the main, like the nature of the suit is going to be racketeering, corrupt organization. Let me
Okay.
move my screen. I have multiple screens, so let me adjust this real quick and I'll pull up the statute. And I think a lot of people believe that when you think of a federal case, it's like scarier, but it's more along the lines of because it's crossing state lines. It's, if you're suing someone that's in a different state, you're going to have your federal case.
Okay. I got it then.
Yeah.
Hey, artsy nurse. Hey.
And just because someone's in a different state doesn't necessarily mean you have to hire an attorney in that state. While you're going to need an attorney in that state, like say, if I was suing someone in, I don't know, Ohio, I'm just using Ohio. Okay.
Okay.
I can use my attorney local to me and they would connect with someone in Ohio.
That could
And
take it from there.
well, no, they would connect with someone in Ohio and then they would file, my attorney would file pro hoc vice. And that would allow them to represent me in another state.
Okay. So instead of them being licensed for Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
they they could go file through another attorney that is Ohio licensed.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm pulling up the statute this is filed under.
Hey, if you guys could please hit the like button
Oh, you're
or
so
the
sweet.
dislike button. You know, every hit counts. It does.
Right.
We'd like the upper ones though.
Let's see. This is racketeering 1962.
See, I wonder, Diddy went to a lot of games too, basketball games and things. I wonder
Mm-hmm.
if he even has some maybe basketball players that are involved in some of his shenanigans. Maybe the racketeering comes in part with game, with bets on games. I
Oh,
don't
I
know if
don't know.
that's just I was just questioning that.
I wonder if
I
he
do know
ever,
that
I bet he did bet on games.
because I do know that Drake goes to a lot of games too, and
He
I
bets a
thought
lot
I heard Diddy
and big
did.
money.
Yeah.
Um,
So there's just going to be so many people that could be pulled out of this. I just see it. I mean, you got Jennifer Lopez that was with him for a year. I'm sure she might be questioned on something that she knows. I mean, or if she knows, just to at
well,
least get her out of the
it
way if
came
she
out that
don't.
she took the gun or she had the gun.
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that right, Vault? I believe
Vault?
that's, yeah,
Was that
Vault.
right? Vault? Was that right? Come on, speak up.
Vault is like the encyclopedia of all this stuff.
Then why ain't she up here? Vault, why aren't you up here?
Yeah, vault.
Yeah.
I put the statue in
Jones
the
versus Combs.
chat. Yeah.
RICO Act. Okay. So they're on a racketeering act. Uh, oh, did we read that? Volt says, oh, did we read that? Now she's questioning what you said. She was with him when it happened and brought into questioning. Oh, she was with him when it happened and she was brought into questioning. Well, I mean, I don't think she had she probably had no knowledge of what was going to go down, but, or
Yeah, the
anything
gun thing
like
was
that.
several years ago.
Yeah. But they just probably had to get her out of the way. You never liked Drake? There's some conflict with Drake and I can't remember who he argues with back and forth. Is it,
It's that young girl, that podcaster. Is that what you're talking about?
oh. And then what is this that I heard that Kim Kardashian pulled herself away from Diddy just recently? She's just
Pulled herself
doesn't
away
want anything.
recently?
She doesn't want anything to do with him. Now, is this one of her ploys to put herself into something that she's always got to be brought up about, how she's always looking for attention, or what? Walt says I need to reference
Tell her.
she needs to refer to her notes.
Need to
Walt,
reference
you
my
could do
notes.
that up here. You could do that up here, refer to your notes up here.
She knows a lot. She remembers a lot. Supposedly, Diddy has hidden cameras in every room.
Oh, I wouldn't surprise. Yeah.
That's so disturbing. I would feel so violated finding that out.
I know, just with the things that have come out so far that everybody knows, that stuff doesn't even shock me that they would know that. No, he does. He sounds creepy.
I mean,
Like,
everybody is probably questioning anything that they've done at his house.
yeah,
It's
anybody and everybody. I mean, I've been
yeah.
reading too, so I haven't been taking notes like Vault, but um, like even he had met Prince William and Prince Harry and
Mhm.
had a picture taken with them. And he had made a comment one time in an interview that he was headed to the UK and that he hoped to hook up with Harry and,
Oh, thank you,
find
ambulance
out what
girl.
was, yeah, that was sweet. And find out what was going on with Harry Keep Up, and things like that. This was several years before he was married to Meghan. So then you're thinking, oh man, don't tell me that Prince Harry had something to do with this because you have Prince Andrew that was with Epstein. Now do you get Prince Harry that liked to party? Do you get him that hung out? Did he hang out with Diddy? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Every room,
Yeah.
ambulance girl said every room.
That's
I
what's
believe
being
it.
reported. And in this lawsuit, the civil lawsuit, the guy says that he has so much evidence because Diddy recorded everything. And he often took this guy's phone to record, which is how he
Oh,
ended up with so much stuff.
so it backfired on him. So
Yeah,
did he keep these videos? Did he keep these videos of the cameras in his rooms throughout periods of time?
I
Maybe
bet he
that's another
did.
thing they were
I
looking
mean,
for.
it's probably this whole big blackmail scheme you know?
Yeah. I mean, just with what you posted earlier, sounds as though that Diddy was looking for that one guy, Jones, to find men for him
Mhm.
to basically, it sounds like these men weren't like not homosexual, but they like they how do I word it? They were forced into the act. Is that
Yeah.
what I'm getting from
I mean,
that?
it sounded like a lot of them were threatened to do it.
Yeah. They were forced into the act with that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't
Like
know.
maybe,
What's your take
recording
on
artists.
this stuff being outed? You know, all the photos and the minors and the stuff with the homosexuality and just being put out there on blast publicly like that.
I think everybody is just in awe. They're just like, so much has been said, so much has been found out. Then you
Mhm.
have him being rated, and it's just mind blowing. And then my mind goes to R. Kelly. I don't know why, but it automatically goes to back to R. Kelly. That's why I'm wondering if R. Kelly had something like was involved in some sort of way with Diddy and things. And then to hear that, you know, oh my gosh, Jay-Z, he's very
Yep.
close to Diddy. It's just a big mess. It's a web. It's a web, and I mean, they're going to have a hard time picking through who's involved in. And if there's video footage, I
Mhm.
mean, I mean, we could be finding allegedly, we could be finding out that, like, for instance, allegedly, you know, Usher might have taken part in something, Bieber might have taken in part in something. I mean, you these names, Jay-Z might have been in part in something that was maybe the sex trafficking part or anything, and
Mhm.
it's just gonna I don't know. It's gonna get bad, I
Trying to
think.
find
I don't think
this.
it's not gonna get any better.
There's a
Ambulance Girl says, "I feel R. Kelly was a whole different kind of perverted BS, bass, you know." Um, Supposedly Jay-Z was grooming young girls. Really? Those are in your notes, Vault? Why don't you come up here, Vault?
well, you can come up.
Jay-Z was grooming young girls, huh?
Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. You're gonna disappear for just 1 second.
I hope I
Oh,
do
just
disappear.
kidding.
Oh, don't tease me like that. No,
Hold on one.
wonder what
I'm just
Beyoncé
gonna
will
move you
think of
down.
that. What will
There we go.
Beyoncé think of
You're still here,
her
but I
husband?
just moved you out of the way for a second. This is the other account
Okay,
I was talking about.
okay. Vault is feeling extra slothy. I am in the middle of that picture. I don't see. Oh, you're. Maybe I
What?
got a little bit of a lag. Maybe I got a little bit of a lag, but
Oh, it takes a second. There's
okay, there I
a
am. I'm
lag
gone.
from.
Thank you for taking me off there. Okay, Jay-Z.
Yep. Go ahead.
What, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Says Jay-Z allegedly rumored to be connected to Diddy's trafficking ring as 50 Cent is calling him out on social media today. Ooh, notice that way spirit cooker Marina Abramovic, Ukrainian's ambassador for children, looks at him during their art ritual together. What does that mean? Notice the way
I'll
that
show you.
spirit
There's a video attached to it.
Now, who's he looking at?
I'll show you. There's
Who
a
is
video at the
this?
bottom of
Okay.
this.
Okay, so these are the celebrity idols. They are morally degenerate, corrupt evil into the occult and witchcraft. Wow. Speak the truth, and the world will awaken to the spiritual nature of this battle. Your idols are into satanic rituals. We cannot afford to sugarcoat it anymore. Tony Podesta himself, a Clinton associate, has revealed to be emailing Marina about attending spirit cooking rituals with her. Marina wrote to Tony Podesta, "Dear Tony, I am so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think you will be able to let me know if your brother is joining? All my love, Marina."
Okay.
I can't read anymore.
It'll just be, and then I'll play this. And
So, a
this
spirit
is
cooker.
her right here.
What is a spirit cooker? Like witchcraft?
I have
The
no
occult?
idea.
It says
Sounds
into the
like
occult.
a
Yeah.
nickname for her or something. I don't really
This is
know. I don't know anything about it.
It says, why did she write down in the public ritual with a sharp knife cut deeply into the middle finger of your left hand and eat the pain? Ooh. Can you play the video?
Is it not playing? Hold on.
Maybe I get lag.
Yeah, there's like a 15, 20-second lag. It throws me off all the time.
Oh my goodness.
This is her art stuff.
Is that real blood or is she just... No, it looks
I think it is.
Yeah, it looks coagulated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw too. I can replay it if you want it.
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, for them, spirit cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has to do with some kind of a cult.
It's weird. It's creepy.
Witchcraft.
Do you guys want me to play it again? Or are you good?
And Jay-Z is into this?
That's Jay-Z right there.
Yeah, but I mean,
Beyonce's been. They've alleged over the years that Beyonce's into witchcraft, and I don't know. I don't know anything about the lady.
Yeah.
Pig's blood, from what I heard. Oh.
Pigs. Ugh.
Are you guys good, or do you want me to replay it?
Yes, that's a huge biohazard.
And this is what her art is. Yeah, it's gross. And I never knew that he was into this kind of thing.
It is strange.
Yeah, did you know he was into this?
No, I had no clue that he was.
Same.
I didn't even hear anything about Beyonce into witchcraft.
Yeah.
No.
Well, she's worn some costumes that people have noticed, but I just kind of brushed it off. And then I saw this last night and I'm like, wait a minute. Some of that stuff is making sense.
Man, this just makes you think about all artists, stars, movie stars, TV stars, anything like what are they into in their private life that we don't know about? This is crazy. I mean, look at the guy that played in the movie The Flash. I can't even think of his name offhand. He was into it like an occult situation. And
Mhm.
he had some young girl that basically, oh man, there is
Yeah.
some weird how these people why do they open their lives to these people? What I don't see what Jay-Z has to
And where do
gain
they
from
meet
this
them?
woman. I know, exactly. Where do they meet him? How what
Like,
does
what do you even
Jay-Z
Google
have
search
to
for
gain?
that?
Yeah. Can you imagine the gallons of Clorox you'd need to clean that mess up? Well, it's
Oh
art,
god, no.
Sheba.
Would that
So
even
I
do the
don't know if she
job?
clean I don't even know if she would clean
Just
it.
burn the whole house down.
That
Wasn't it
is
Beyoncé and Jay-Z that bought an old church in NOLA? I think it was them.
is where is Beyonce's roots? Was she raised in New Orleans?
Mm, I don't
Not
know. We
sure.
can look that up. Let's see.
Okay, you look up you're gonna look up Beyonce, uh I'll look
Jay-Z.
up Jay-Z.
Born in Houston.
Okay, so she's a Houstoner.
Yeah, it
You
says
probably could pull
Houston.
up Jay-Z
She's
faster than I
42.
can. Okay, so we got Jay-Z's from Brooklyn. Okay, well, and he's 54.
Oh,
So he's 12.
where's William at? Was he your neighbor? Her and Jay-Z married in 2008. Mm-mm.
See, Keanu West, he's kind of he to me he's way out there somewhere.
Kanye? Oh, he's so
Oh,
weird.
Kanye, he's way out there somewhere. And you got I don't know.
Hey, don't say much. Good to see you.
I was just thinking maybe if either of them were New Orleans area, they have the it's not voodoo, it's what do they call it? Hoodoo or
Yeah.
something? And
Well, it says she is a descendant of Acadian militia officer Joseph, who was exiled to French Louisiana after the expulsion uh, of the Acadians. Da, da, da. She was raised Methodist.
hmm, yeah, wasn't her father a minister or something? Was it her father?
Let's see. What does it say about her father?
Yeah, it says here Jay-Z is he is part owner of the Brooklyn Nets NBA team.
He is?
Jay-Z
Oh, I
is.
didn't know he owned a team.
Yeah, he's part owner in it. So of an NBA. So I wonder if that's the racketeering. Oh
Looks like her mom was a hairdresser and salon owner, and her dad was a Xerox sales manager. Her mom is Louisiana Creole. and her dad is African American.
Here's something that was weird, that was he was connected to Weinstein's, that he
Who
signed a
was?
2-year contract. Jay-Z signed a 2-year contract, 2016, with Weinstein's
What?
to do scripted and unscripted television projects that were in the
Oh,
works.
oh boy.
Then that probably went down the tubes.
Yeah, that's a little creepy. That makes me question things. Hmm.
So you have him. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder what happened with that. I wonder what he's gonna do. You know?
See, I don't see anything listed in here where he's into some kind of. Mm-mm. No. See, we've gone down a rabbit hole,
I
Reagan.
know. Once you get sucked
Once you
into
get
it,
I see this. It's just a super
Paul
rabbit
kept
hole.
telling me you should go down this rabbit hole, and I'm like, and then one night I did, and I was like, oh my god, I'm sucked in. I can't stop.
It is. Okay, so it also has Jay-Z and 50 Cent are frenemies. So they're not friends at all. 50
50
Cent
Cent's
and
coming out.
Jay-Z.
It didn't say when the documentary's coming out, but there is one coming out.
Mhm. Wow. Well, he produced the
Interesting.
Super Bowl halftime show. Did you know that?
Do what?
Jay-Z did. Jay-Z produced the Super Bowl halftime show. He was in charge of that. Did you know
Which
that?
one?
Jay-Z, the Super Bowl,
I know,
football,
but which one?
NFL. This last one, he was in
Oh,
charge of it. He was a producer
no, I
of
didn't
it.
know that.
Yeah.
I figured
So
Usher would have done
he
that.
he was in charge, and then he probably got Usher to star in it. They tried to get Bieber to go up there with Usher, but Bieber wouldn't go. I did read that at one time. He didn't want to take away from Usher, he said. That was Usher's time to shine. I think that's how
From my
Bieber put it.
understanding, it was Usher that discovered Bieber
Yeah, I heard that too.
through
Yeah,
YouTube. He saw a YouTube video of him, I believe.
and
Or
took
maybe
him under
not.
his
I don't
wing.
know.
And then if you got Diddy that took Usher under his wing, then you got that connection. So that's how they all intertwine.
Hmm.
I heard Diddy also has Mary J. Blige that was under his wing, um, which
I bet
I was
there's so
shocked.
many.
I love Mary
There's going to
J.
be a lot of people exposed.
Yeah, lots,
Yeah.
lots. Um,
JB sang for Usher in a parking lot. Is that in a parking lot? Really? Remember how you just meet Usher in a parking lot? Because he was pretty big back then. I mean, he still is, but he was even more popular back then.
yeah,
Yeah, that's your understanding. Hmm.
I wonder if Diddy owns any. I'm in Diddy's right now. I'm wondering if he owns any basketball or football teams, partial. Their ventures. Yay, the designer.
He's probably selling off his whatever he can. I bet.
Wow.
He's going to probably try to free his assets. He ran up to Usher and his crew and started singing. Huh. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, that'd be one hell of an audition.
Yeah. Wow.
You going to
He
come
was
up with me on
raised.
Friday to look at this FBI file?
If you can tell Walt to come up here too with her little notes. She's got plenty of time
Fall
to
can
get her
come up.
paperwork together. I'm gonna harass her.
You do that, please.
Well, I was just going through Diddy's Wikipedia, and man, you could just it's crazy. Yeah, let's do. What are you doing on Friday? The rest of it. Oh, and did you see where Cuba Gooding Jr. was also thrown into this mix?
Yeah, I did.
Where
I
he
haven't even finished
supposedly.
reviewing all of the civil lawsuit. I mean, I hadn't planned to cover that at all, but I mean, if something stands out, I might make some points on Friday of that, like I did today with the footnotes. But
Yeah.
the FBI file is what I plan to look at on Friday. I'm
Wow.
curious if I can make any connections at all to the current
There's
stuff.
a lot of people are pulling out of things related with him, like any deals he had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the file on Friday involves primarily around threats, death threats,
Hmm.
and
That
extortion
he's been getting, or
that
that he's
Tupac
given
got.
to people. Oh,
No,
that Tupac got. Okay,
that
okay,
Tupac
gotcha,
got.
gotcha.
And Eazy-E. But I'll be curious to compare that to what starts to come out about Diddy or anyone else in
Yeah,
connection with it. So,
well,
yeah, the file is in like 96, 97. That's when this FBI file's from.
oh, okay. So, yeah, that was a while ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Tupac was murdered
So,
in 96, September of 96.
so then you got 97 was you have the court paper, the things from then. So it was right after Tupac.
The um, there's documents or there's files in the Tupac FBI file dated from 97. So a year after he was murdered. But it refers to Eazy-E and Tupac as the deceased victim.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it's about extortion and death threats that they received.
Hmm.
So it'll be interesting. Hopefully,
Who was it? Who was it they arrested for Tupac? Didn't they
Keith
just
D.
they just arrested him? Didn't they not
Yeah,
about a year
last year.
ago?
Hmm.
And wasn't he saying that Diddy had something to do with it? He's been
Yeah,
vocal
yeah, he did.
about that.
He's said that multiple times.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I should look at his complaint or what's been filed in his case. His probable cause. I don't know that I've looked at any of his documents on his arrest. I should look from now until Friday. His trial would be interesting. Ambulance girl,
Yes.
you should go.
I just Cuba Gooding Jr. Wow. Wasn't he was also in something that just happened to him. Was it sexual harassment maybe like 4 or 5 years ago? Something got him in some issues legally. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ambulance girl, I was saying you should go to the trial on the Tupac murder. But Jordy, you're still here.
Okay.
False laughing because you demanded her be there Friday.
She's so bad.
She's naughty.
She's gonna be slothing on Friday. You watch.
Yep.
I haven't heard any more about us being slothers. I did laugh though when I got that. That was so funny. Sexual abuse. Okay, Vault says that Cuba Gooding Jr. had a sexual abuse case. That was what was against him. Well, it
Well,
looks like
that's
he's
the
going to be
same
having
thing
some
that
more.
Diddy had before this new civil lawsuit.
Wonder if they were
'Cause
connected then too.
could be. Well,
Because it's saying that Cuba Gooding Jr. is a co-defendant. So,
he was accused. There's a picture of him in this lawsuit of him like touching the guy that's suing the plaintiff.
oh yeah, yeah, I read that where he wanted to do something to him.
Yeah, he's got like
Yeah.
his arm on or his hand on his leg and around him.
Yeah. Ambulance Girl says, I've already been asking LE friends about getting into it.
Yeah, you should. I wonder if it'll actually continue with all this other stuff going out. He should take a plea deal. He could, depending on what happens with Diddy, he could take a plea deal and be a witness for the government.
And he
But
might.
then again, in the rap game,
Depending
nobody
on
wants to be a snitch.
that's true, but it's gonna be yeah, who's gonna concave on each other here?
I would totally
Somebody's
go
gonna
with
cave.
you to the trial. I would 100% go to that.
Is the trial gonna be in Vegas? What trial are
Yeah,
we talking about? This one?
the Tupac murder trial.
Oh, Tupac's gonna be in Vegas.
Yeah. Man, I used to fly to Vegas all the time, like, just for, like, weekend trips.
I've never been to Vegas.
What? Really?
Nope, never. My parents used to go a lot. They were big time travelers all every year, zoom zoom the United States, not outside of the United States, but they were always on the go. But nope, never got to Vegas.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's
I
gonna
can
be a
only
complete
stay there for
circus.
so
Yeah,
many
they're probably gonna have to
so many days.
shut down areas. If that if that if that trial's going down in Vegas, they're gonna have to shut down areas.
That
They
will be a
shouldn't.
huge
They
trial.
should they should put Diddy in the same jail as Suge Knight. That would be interesting.
Oh god, he'd be dead by morning. I mean, wasn't Suge Knight shot at before jail?
I
I
I
think
think he was, yeah.
yeah, I think so too. I think he was in, like, a truck and he was shot at.
They were wanting to silence him for sure. Diddy snitches, he will be a target. That's right, don't say much.
Well, how many witnesses so if this goes criminal or maybe even the civil case are going to end up missing or deceased?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a
I don't know. They
genuine
might be on their
concern.
best they might be on their best behavior right now though, but I don't know. Still, maybe they wouldn't care.
But if they're
They'd have people do it for
they're
them.
subpoenaed to testify and they're subpoenaed by the government to do it, and not just talking about the Tupac trial, I'm talking about the Diddy stuff.
Yeah.
With all those people, those defendants,
It's gonna be crazy.
I'd be a little scared for my life that I would end up missing. And by missing, I mean dead and never found.
Mhm. I'm sure people are that connected with Diddy now are worried. They don't want any more connection with him. They're probably backing away.
Yeah. I mean, that too. It's like this person knows too much.
Mhm.
That's very true. Yeah, that would be
That would
scary.
just be crazy. That would blow my mind if Prince Harry back then, when he was younger, I remember he was going to all them bars and he was always partying and getting in trouble with Queen Elizabeth. She'd always get mad at him. This was after Diana's death. Don't you remember this when he was
Yeah, he was
party
always
Harry?
partying.
And I will be totally blown away if he is connected to Diddy somehow. I mean, just association, friends, like, it doesn't mean that he did something because that would just be the biggest blow to the royal family. I mean, you got Andrew. I don't know, I keep thinking of there's so many people involved in this whole thing. There's so many people, that's why I think it's so interesting and why people are thinking, "Wow, this Diddy case," and it's just getting front page news, and so many people are talking about it because there's just so many avenues it can go down with all these different people, and ah, you've got
Yeah.
Weinsteins, you've got all these, uh people that were sponsoring Diddy that had man, yeah, there's a lot of people going to be involved for sure. You got Mark Wahlberg that was involved, that was in something with him, some kind of business. Now, I don't personally believe Mark Wahlberg would be out partying with Diddy, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when he was Marky Mark, he did. You
I
who
mean, it sounds like
knows?
it goes back decades.
Yeah. And if he video recorded, there's just could be some major, there's proof.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of those video recordings will come into evidence too.
Yeah.
And someone will leak a lot of this stuff, I'm sure.
Did Diddy have any connection with Epstein?
Uh, I think he did,
Did
didn't he?
that
I
wouldn't be
I,
surprising if they did, because if
I thought he did, but don't quote me on that.
put out pull out the meme with the push pins and string.
I know,
Who goes to
seriously.
who? Yeah, you need to make a big chart. Boy, it would be huge. It would be a huge chart.
I have a spiral, like a multi-subject notebook that I keep notes for when I'm doing true crime stuff. And I was telling Vault earlier that I'm like, I'm going to start taking notes on this whole Diddy Jay-Z thing. I'm never going to be able to keep track of all this. There's so many players and stuff that's happening. I told her,
You
I was
haven't
like, if you think of something, just text it to me because I'll just add it to the notes or I'll never remember it.
Yeah, I think you need to dedicate a section in that notebook where
I am.
it's
I have
any
one whole subject I'm
connections
dedicating to it.
where any connection to Diddy, like naming all the names and their connection of how they knew Diddy, like boom, 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 boom. Like there's so many people that could be listed.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to go to a good party. A lot of them rappers, not only rappers, NBA players, NFL players, they're always partying.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yep.
Diddy was throwing some wild parties, I'm sure a lot have seen a lot. We're involved in a lot. Maybe he was taking. Do you think he was taking money for this? Do you think Diddy was getting paid on the side for like hooking somebody up with maybe some young girl from Howard University allegedly? Do you think that that's a possibility?
That blows my mind. I can't believe he was doing that.
I know, but do you think that there's possibility of money involved in this, like transactions, not just a connection wise, where he wanted
I can't
fame,
say that that's not a possibility because
if
think
it's
of the
racketeering.
think of the coach that with the uh, Lori Laughlin coach thing
Yeah,
where the daughter was it USC? I think it was USC where the coach was getting paid. So,
yeah.
I mean,
And
I don't know.
is Diddy paying people to go find him people? Obviously, probably paid that Jones guy to go and get him, hook him up with somebody. So that Jones guy is singing right now because he's getting some kind of deal out of it. Even though he's saying that things were done to him, I'm sure that he was involved. Maybe not willingly, but
Yeah, I guess
Crazy.
this guy was from Chicago and produced music, and Diddy approached him about doing some work on an album for him. And so he moved in for periods of time working on a specific album for him and traveled wherever Diddy was going to work on this album.
And then Diddy hooked him in and reeled him into this. Probably with the fear that if I don't do this for Diddy, he's not going to help me, or he's not going to, you know what I mean?
Hmm. And of course, a complaint is always going to look favorable to the plaintiff.
Yeah. Yes. Wow. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you got for us on Friday. What time are you going live on Friday? Normal time, 9
Well, I
Eastern?
have it scheduled. Yeah, that's when it's scheduled, but I might see if what my calendar is going to have that day and see if I can work it in earlier
Okay.
because it's always
Is there is there
it's
any
already
way this
scheduled.
okay.
Like as soon as this live ends, it's going to redirect you to my scheduled live.
Oh, okay. It's gonna slingshot me. That's what I call
Yep,
the
just like
slingshot.
last time.
Reagan just slingshot you all over the YouTube. There were
Yep.
lots of favors for future opportunities, in my opinion. I believe you're right, Sheba. Yep, lots of favors for those future opportunities that are now going to bite them all in the butt.
Hmm.
Yep,
Lots of backtracking, I think. I'm
or
curious to see who owns
they
up
were
to it.
possibly they were used, possibly allegedly, possibly some of these young artists were used sexually to get into future opportunities,
Mm.
you know? I I wouldn't be even surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, Bieber went through I'm not saying that anything sexually happened to Bieber, but maybe he did. He'd be considered a pretty boy. You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound bad,
No,
but he
he,
would be considered a pretty boy. And if
yeah.
he was and Bieber's had a hard time where he was really bad into drugs, and he had all of these like uh young rappers all
Hmm.
sponging off him for a long period of time. And then now you have him where he has this major depression, and he's having these, he's had to cancel some of his tours because of his
Yep.
depression. And I mean, that could all be PTSD. That could all
Right.
be stemmed from something that happened to him early in his career.
Hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's things that you never know. Like,
I'm
look at
sure he's seen stuff
Corey.
that a lot of people have never seen.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you got like, was it Corey Haim or Corey? One of those Corys. They were saying that in Hollywood that it happens. Casting couches. Thank you, Sheba. Yeah. Or they were taking the young boys and wanting to do things with them, the young stars. I'm sure that's happening with this group too. I'm sure Diddy was involved in something like that or helping. Yeah, I think there's a lot, lot.
Yeah.
Both Corys. Okay.
A
Yeah,
lot's going
yeah,
to come
that's
out.
right. Because the one Corey was so depressed too. He went through some major depression, and didn't he OD? Think he OD'd. And the other Corey couldn't do nothing for him. He tried, and I guess the one Corey would cry all the time and talk about how he was sexually well, essayed. Sorry, Seuss. Sorry,
Oh, you're
sorry.
you're
Sorry.
fine. Don't worry about it. No, all my stuff that I talk about, all this stuff is all monetized.
Okay,
So don't worry about it.
I did. Okay.
No, my stuff stays monetized. I don't censor what I say. So you're fine, is my point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I might do some rabbit hole searching tonight, just to read. You've already
I
got me
emailed you
started.
the complaint.
Oh, okay. Did you? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So you'll be able to um, go down that rabbit hole. I can. Oh, I should have attached that tweet that I sent you, or I showed on screen too.
Well, I do have this, guys. Remember this. Don't make sure you
Mhm.
go here. Make sure you hit the like button too, and hit the like button on this community tab after you read it. Go to follow that link, and her first post that you're going to see is the guy from Twitter or
Let me
X, whatever
pull
you want
the
to call
other
it. And
account that I found.
I'll tell you what, that guy goes into depth about Diddy and the connections. Corey Ham passed away from either illness or an OD. I'd have to look again. OD. Oh, it says OD. I know he was. I don't know. I wonder if how this is. I don't know.
Okay, here is. I'm putting in the link for the Jay-Z tweet I showed earlier. With that clip.
Oh, of the spirit cooker.
Yeah.
That's gross. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out what a spirit cooker. I'm gonna Google that. Spirit cooker. I'm gonna Google that. Jay-Z show earlier. There we go. The spirit cooker. That's
Go
wild.
through. Yeah, it did.
Yes, it went through.
Okay.
I'm clicking it right now so I could save it.
There's
Oh, I feel
audio
bad.
to it because it's but it is a Jay-Z song. So I just didn't have the audio on.
Yeah. And this Green Lives Matter is. Are you following them, or is just this
I
clipping, this
follow them.
article? And are they going into depth on this Diddy case?
They
On
have
this?
threads on even Princess Diana's death.
Wow.
Like they have theories on it.
Okay.
Let me here. I actually have that one already up.
So his name is Ultra Frog. Goes by Green Lives Matter. Ultra Frog. Gotcha. Saved, followed, whatever you want to call them.
The Princess Diana one is not recent. So here's that one if you want to read that later.
Sheba says, you may not want to Google Maria A. Uh-oh.
The
Why,
spirit
what
cooker?
happened? Sheba, why? Did you Google it? You already Googled it? Is it creepy?
Oops. I put earlier with earlier. Yep.
Yeah,
I
you put
botched that.
Princess Diana tweet thread.
Yeah, because when you open it up, there's a bunch of tweets underneath it.
Why won't I want to Google Maria A? I'm going to Google her. I'm going to do it, Sheba, unless you tell me something.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah.
When people tell me don't do it, then I want to.
I know, then you're like, "I wanna do it."
Yeah, I'm gonna do it even more.
She's a creepy one. Well, yeah, you could tell that, so there must be more to her. Ooh.
Maybe that's a
Yeah,
rabbit hole we need to explore.
Shiva, I'm sorry, I'm gonna Google it, but I'll take your warning. But it
Georgie, we need you to explore this and educate us on who she is.
oh my gosh. I don't wanna have responsibility.
You're a great storyteller.
That's that's probably what Vault is sitting there going, "I don't have my paperwork together." I am gonna Google Maria A, though,
Yeah,
and
I'll have to
now I'm
look
gonna
again
have
because I
to
don't remember her last
she
name. I know it's
says
spelled, but
sh
it was different.
Shiva goes, "Okay, I warned you."
Is she
Okay,
gonna
if I
come and
start
haunt me in
reading
my
it and I'm like, "Oh
dreams?
my gosh." If I start reading it, I'm gonna go, "Shiva told me not to do this."
Yep,
But now I gotta do it because you said, "Don't Google it."
I know. I'll do it because I'll think about it.
I know. Just like years and years and years ago, people used to tell you about that blue, breakfast thing, and it was like, uh, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And then you Google it, and it was, disgusting.
Yeah,
S I s and
yep.
people are like, "Don't do it, don't do it." I did it.
I know a lot of weird stuff, and it's just because people tell me not to do something.
And then you go for it, yeah.
Yeah. I hope my Google searches are never searched up.
See, I'm gonna have to read about
I'm probably
Diana
gonna look
too.
like a murderer and, you know, animals. What kind of animal is this? Weird stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get on an animal, uh uh, what do you call it? Rabbit hole. I'll go on animal rabbit hole. Like, I'll just wanna know weird things, yeah.
I'll see
Like how
one weird animal and I'll look it up and then
yeah.
I'll see stuff below it and then I'm like, oh, but what's this? Oh, what's this?
Well, one day this is how creepy I am because, I was told I was creepy. I don't know why, but my mind will wander and I'll be like, how do snails reproduce? I mean,
What?
how do snails reproduce? And I'm thinking, how does a snail reproduce? Like, it would be very awkward to go over a shell. How would that happen? And then I have to Google it because it's in my head and I got to
Okay,
Google
now
it.
I want to know how do they do it?
It's they have this teener in their head.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Google it.
In their head?
In their head. And it stabs into them, the whatever they are. Oh yeah. Just like I was Googling like hippopotamus milk is a pink color. I was like, oh my
Ew.
gosh. So there's pink hippopotamus milk.
Who
I
would
mean,
have thought
just
that
weird. Just
slugs or snails? Snails
don't ask. Just don't ask. Don't
had
ask me again.
dongs in their heads. What the
We
hell?
got Walt's going, this lady's creepy. Get her off your panel. We're gonna end up in Reddit. Mm,
Are they
Are
like
they the triples
triples?
and they are born preggo? The triples and they are born preggo. I don't think they're born preggo. The triples. Oh, the little triples.
What the hell is a
They have
triple?
is it Tribble from Star Wars or Star Trek? Tribbles? I don't know. Now I would Google Tribbles. See, this would be something that I would do all night. Just by somebody saying something. I gotta look it up. Like male seahorses give birth to the young. I know, Shiva. Isn't that weird? Strange. They're the one that's birthing.
You know what we should go over sometime? I have the FBI file on Bigfoot, UFOs, and animal mutations from
Animal
UFOs.
mutations? Really?
From, yeah,
That these have been that they say the UFOs have mutated animals? Is that what they're saying?
it's some sort of phenomena. I haven't opened them up yet because I just haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet.
That would be interesting. Sorry, Tribbles. It was a Star Trek reference. See? Tribbles. I knew Tribbles. I thought Star Trek. It wasn't. Oh, William says, are we still here, people? What's up, people? Yes, we're here, William.
Wait, who was it that was by William? Remember we were talking about it before. From
That did what?
Brooklyn. Who was it?
Oh, you
Jay-Z.
wanted him to rename it. Jay-Z.
No, it's Jay-Z.
Do you know Jay-Z, William? William, do you know Jay-Z? Vault says, no, I get down similar rabbit holes deep into the rabbit hole. I know. Did you guys hit the like button? William, now that you came back, hit that like button, please. Please. I said pretty please.
I need to fix that bot. I don't like how it does that back to back.
Oh, your Streamlabs?
Yeah.
I've seen Streamlabs before, but I didn't ever try it.
Yeah, I can change it to where it doesn't do it back to back like that. Because I think it was Jay-Z that was born there, right?
Yes, Jay-Z was born in Brooklyn. William, do you know Jay-Z? Sheba says, yeah, like when I came in here. When you came in here, you hit the like button. Georgie, I have a question. Oh my gosh. Is it a decent question? Am I
Well,
allowed
you're
to answer
missing
here?
for a while, so
Or you could ask me too later in my room, William. If it's something bad, because we want to keep Rakin's
Are you
a
going
nice
live tonight,
channel.
Georgie?
I probably will. Probably not right after you. I know. I don't know. I'll discuss it maybe tonight. I'll discuss that tonight, maybe, William. I'm not going to cloud Rakin's chat with that. No. Because this is about crime. And this is about cases that are that are going on and in the past.
You're so sweet.
What? We don't want it over here. I don't blame you. Listen to me saying we like I'm not. I mean you.
Nope, you're more than welcome.
Because I think of everybody that I talk to as friends and like, okay, we do this. We. Okay, okay. I'll remove my con. Yeah, thank you, thank you very much.
I have been
Not in a meet.
working really hard to keep
I
my
know you
channel
have.
clean. And I think
know
I've
you
been
have.
doing pretty well.
I respect that. That's great.
So I've cleared off a lot off my channel and
Yeah.
my community tab. Of course, I'll always support who I support, you know.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
hasn't
I understand
stopped me.
that. No, I understand that. But you have a different vision and a different road you're taking than the one some do. I understand that.
Yeah. And I want to stick to my word. It's going to be slow for a little while. I understand that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm not gonna
Well,
let
I was telling you too earlier, if there's some way to slingshot me over, like, from my channel, like, if I had for instance, I don't know if I could say this now, but for instance, if I was live on my channel and I just had, like, a message up while I'm live that covered my screen, that would slingshot them automatically over here. Be like, "Come visit
like how
Georgie
I do
here."
it
Shoo!
to
I don't know, but would that work? Like, "Come visit
yeah,
Georgie here," and then just them slingshot me here them here. Well, you gotta teach me how to do that because I could do that. Where it wouldn't
yeah,
show your live, but it would just slingshot anybody over that clicked on mine over.
yeah, I can send you directions on that.
But see, I use StreamYard. I don't use Streamlab.
It just goes through YouTube.
Oh, okay, well, then that might be easier.
Yeah, you just do it through YouTube Studio.
Thank you, William.
And I know Danny has it turned on.
Oh, does she? Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
I'll figure you can guide me through that then.
Yeah, if I don't have something scheduled, I always check to see if someone else has something scheduled because I'll try to support whoever I can.
Yeah, same here.
So, yeah.
That's why it goes so late. That's why it goes so late. Is because I
Mhm.
just don't want to step
And
on
they don't even have
anybody's
to be
toes.
live. Even if someone is scheduled to go live, like I don't have my live till Friday, but it'll still send people over to that live and they can hit the notify me button or whatever, go to
Okay.
chat or it'll still send you over there even if it's not live at the time.
Okay, now if I come on here Friday with you, you got to
Mhm.
figure out how to get me off the screen
Well, I can turn that off.
because I don't want to be big on this screen. I'd
I
like,
can make you smaller.
or off either or.
Why
Yeah,
you
because
don't
I
like?
feel like well, no, I just feel like I'm hogging your whole channel with just this cat.
No,
I
I like
just
it.
feel like,
I mean, you like that.
I just feel,
See, there's small Georgie.
oh, it hasn't clicked for me yet, but it will in a second.
Mm-hmm. I can put you wherever. Like we got big Georgie, little Georgie, big Georgie, little Georgie. This way, this way,
It hasn't
this
even
way,
shrunk
this way.
for me.
What?
It hasn't even shrunk for me yet.
Oh,
The
that's probably
incognito
because
Georgie.
you can see
Oh,
the
now
whole
I
thing.
am.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, I am just slow. It's my lag. Guess it's just lagging.
Yeah, it does that whenever you use a
Can you
streaming
take me
service.
off the screen too?
Huh?
Can I
Yeah.
go off the screen too? Show me that one.
Yeah, what?
Because you're not even on the screen.
Like that?
Give me a second. It's still going big and small, big and small.
Yep. Whoop. Bye-bye. There she went. Like that?
Wait a minute. It's still haven't. My lag is so bad, but I'm sure you did it. But it's just still showing me little now. That's okay. That's okay. I was just wondering if I just, this is your channel. I didn't want to be a cat. There I am. I'm gone. Well, I'm way over to the side, but you wouldn't know it. Oh, no, I'm gone. Gotcha. See, there you go. Look at that. But nobody knows who's talking,
I
huh?
can see 4 screens right now, and only 2 of them are I can see lining up at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
So I could pretend, "Hi, I'm Rakin." Nobody would
Yeah.
know.
Nope. Nobody would know.
Oh, great.
This is the
Okay, so
Georgie
you're
Show.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I got enough going on right there. People want me off. But okay, so
I'm at the 2-hour mark, so I'll end this.
okay.
And the Rakin and Georgie Show will be on Friday.
And Vault, the Rakin Vault show.
Rakin,
And
note
Cat
taker, Vault, if we can
Incognito.
convince her. And the
I
Georgie
hope so.
Show will be on Friday to review the Tupac FBI file. And
Vault, you need to get your channel going.
what do you mean going?
Vault needs to get her channel moving. You know, going. She could do follow-ups on yours. Or am I just not getting notifications on hers?
No, she hasn't been going live.
Okay,
No, you
William
didn't
says he
upset me.
apologized. No,
You're
you didn't
fine.
upset. She's not going in that direction on here, William. She's just not mad.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad or upset at all. Not at all.
Okay, well then I'll see everybody at on Friday. What is it? Friday
On
at 9.
Friday. When I hit
Yeah.
end, as soon as the outro is done, it'll send you there automatically. But I hope that you go live soon, so that way I can chill out, eat rice cakes, and watch Georgie.
Oh, rice cakes. Okay. Have fun
Your
with them
favorite.
rice cakes.
Yeah.
Have fun with them rice cakes.
I love them.
Okay, you guys have a good night.
Thank you
Take care.
for coming up.
Well, thank
I
you for
appreciate it
having
very
me.
much.
Thank you. I'll
And
see you
thanks
later.
everybody for being here. And I'll see you guys on Friday. All right. You guys have a good night. I'll see you soon, Georgie. Good night, everyone.